Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kayla with Business Beauty Kayla. Excited to be here. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome. In my video today, it's time for me to refresh my reference planner. The summer just came so quick, so I want to update this just so it'll have a little bit more of a summery feel because this was my spring reference planner. So for those of you who are new to planning, what exactly is a reference planner? So for me, a reference planner, it's a dedicated section or notebook. So I use a planner that stores information that I don't necessarily use every day, but I like to refer to it, hence reference planner, when I need it, and it keeps track of those things. So there's a lot of things in here that help me make some decisions, some things in here where it's just, I can't keep everything in my brain, so I'm trying to just put it down in writing. So there's lots of different areas and content that you can have. You can have things like recurring tasks, reminders, maybe your goals and objectives that you don't look at every day, recipes, books, TV shows, things like that that you just want to keep track of. So if you're interested, keep watching and I'll show you what mine looks like and what I'm thinking about transferring it into. So my reference planner, this was one of my really pretty planner covers that I have, and most of the stuff in here is from Jane's Agenda. I have a few things that aren't, but I'll point those out. And so in my planner, I have, first of all, a section called Currently. So this is where I have things that are happening usually in that quarter that I'm doing things. So in here, I had a spring readiness checklist that I received from Jane's Agenda. And so what I typically do with these is I don't write on these, I keep them, but whenever I want to do something that's on here, I write it like in my normal day planner. So that's something that I would do. So I'm actually going to be replacing that with this summer bucket list that I received from Jane's Agenda probably a couple years ago. So I've been keeping this and I'll put it back in every summer, and it's just a nice little checklist. So I'll be adding that where this section is. The next section I have in my reference planner is my home section. And so I've got several things in here. I've got a 12 weeks to reset your home, 15-minute ideas to reset your home. I have a cleaning supplies inventory. I've got some things like cleaning trackers, cleaning champion. It's got like different areas to do cleanup in. I also have a seasonal declutter checklist. So I refer to these things. So I'll be looking at the summer checklist for this go around. So I've got some cleaning by zone. So all kinds of things that are just really pertaining to my house. Next, I have what's called my personal section. Just want to make sure I don't have anything personal that you can't see. So there, I've got some, oh, I forgot. I put at the bottom this section called, oops, let me pull this up. There's these things I call them my 3 R's. So in my personal section is reminders, reference, and radiance. So my first section are seasonal reminders. Just reminds me to do some things. I have quarterly reminders and annual reminders. So I keep this in here all the time. This never comes out based on the quarter. The next section I have is reference, and I think I got some of these covered up. So I have some planner reference pages. And so what I would have is, what is my reference topic? And I usually put a date and what happens right here. So maybe let's just say I did car maintenance might be my reference topic. So I would have, here's the date, here's what I had done. So I have this for many different sections. I've got some reference for house maintenance, home insurance, vehicle maintenance, things like that is what I use on those. So I won't show these because I do have some personal information on some of those. I do have the vault that I received from Jane's Agenda, which I actually need to go and fill out still. And this had just a whole bunch of information to keep in a reference planner, such as emergency contacts, passwords, contacts, home reference, vehicle reference. So some of the things that I could do on the reference page, but there's also some other things that I like the way these pages are set up. So I've been keeping them in here, and I'll be starting to fill out some of those. I probably should have done this more last quarter, but it's never too late to do it. So I'm going to try to do it during the summer. So I like the way that's set up. And then I also have a section called Radiance. And this I received from Fancy Plans Co. I purchased it from them. And so this has a section which I call like my beauty section, but I called it Radiance, so it matched with the R's. So there's a section on beauty routine. There's a section on hair care. There's a section on skincare, and I believe there's a section on nail care. So I've got some things that I am currently tracking in each of those, which I absolutely love. And then we move into, I've got a section for television. I won't show you all the shows I'm watching. I've got a section for book reading. I've got a section for medical and emergency information. And again, this is all in my personal section. So a lot of things that just pertain to me and my home and my health and beauty, things like that. So I have like little tabs and things like that, which will kind of separate some things out. So I did have this medical and emergency information pack that I've been keeping in here, but we did receive in a few boxes ago this newly revised medical and family health organizer. And I like some of the things that were brought out in this one. So I'm going to be taking a look to see if I want to stick with this one or a combination of both, and see which one I want to track my medical information with. So there's that section. And then the last section is like a health and wellness mindfulness section. So I just want to keep track on that. It's just got little things you can do throughout the day. This section's affirmations. This is ways to organize and management and productivity for my time. And then another one is a digital detox. So I like to keep that in there and refer to it. And then my last two sections I've got a section on projects. So got some goals that I'm doing, some different things. I even have a thing from Fancy Plans Co. as well that is designing a room. So I'm reorganizing one of my rooms. So I bought a little set to go here that I thought would be fitting in this like goal section. And then last, I just have a random section for notes in case I just want to put some notes down, and I've just got some random notebook paper, filler paper in the back. So that is my reference planner, everything that I like to track in my reference planner, but make it all your own. That's what's so fun about everybody having your own different planner and the things that you want to track. Something else I'm probably going to put in here too is like I have that section for weekly reset. I thought these were kind of cool, so I'm going to probably put this in the house section as well, or see which ones I want to keep for the house section. What I typically do with a lot of the inserts that are in here is I never really take anything out of my home that's in here, but if I need something, like for instance a medical form, I will just take a picture of it. All the information is there. I could take it to my doctor's office, so there's no need for me to take this big planner with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out of kind of like the pastel tones for the spring and move it over into the summer. And I usually will do like a coordinated set that I will use for the planner. But this time I decided that I would just kind of pull some of my stash and what I have that just reminds me of the summer. So I have this planner cover that's really cute. It's like a whole sun ray. And so I live in a place that has a warmer climate, so we have a lot of sun during the summer. So I thought that would be a really cool cover to have. And then I found just a few of these journal cards that I'll be kind of just interjecting throughout the planner. And then the rest of these, I've got a page finder that I'll be incorporating in there that I thought kind of went good with that golden color. And then I just pulled some dashboards out of old Jane's Agenda sets. So here's like something that reminds me of the summer. There's like a palm tree with the sun coming through, this little walk before you get to the water. I love this one. It's got like a nice sunset. These beautiful hummingbirds. I see a lot of hummingbirds. I really love the wine lady, just something chill and relaxed during the summer. And then another wine one. So I'm going to just incorporate all of those in my reference planner for this quarter. And I haven't decided which one I want to use yet. I'm trying to decide if I want to use this gray. I think it's millennial gray, or this one here, which I love all the time, which is in shell. So I haven't decided which one I like, but I like that I'm going to change it kind of into this golden coppery kind of shade, little rose goldy shade. These are from Happy Planner, but I like the way they look against both of these and these as well. So struggling a little bit which one I want to do, because I think any of these dashboards will look good with either of these colors. So I'm going to put this all together off camera, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all put together. All right, and I ended up going with the millennial gray. I love it. It's so cute. And I went with the like rose gold coppery rose gold disc. And here it is. Open it up. And I have the sky with the sun is the opening. I love it. Right into my summer, currently, bucket list. Then I go into my home section. I kept the vellum there, but I put the hummingbird under it, so I thought that turned out really cute. And then the personal section, flipped it into the wine setting, so her sitting out the window, but also the wine setting also. So I thought that was just a really good story to share. So I put that on the reminder section. And then, let's see, the reference section, I put this one that says The Evolution of Me. I love the way this looks. These purples are amazing. I've had this one for a while, but when I looked at it today, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then the radiance, I liked saying, don't be a lady, be a legend. So I really like how that stood out on this one, but I just love the beach and the water. So I wish I was walking on that right now. But anyways, and then my other sections, like my television, book section, I keep those the same. I like the dashboards that I have. For the most part, I won't be changing those too much unless I get some more. You never know, especially with Jane. Love the book dashboards that we get throughout the year. So since this is kind of like my book section, I kept those the same as far as the dashboards are concerned in that section. And let's see, what else do I have to share? Then my project section, I just put, and she continued. So a reminder to myself to keep moving forward with my projects. Don't get a standstill. I mean, I will tell you, I didn't do as good in my reference planner this quarter. I want to keep up on it a little bit more, at least glancing at it for those things and keep some of my things updated. But I like the way this looks, and this is also a really nice setting as well. So those are just some of the things that I set up in my reference planner, all things related to the summer or the summer that I like to enjoy. And then I just put a black little Frixion pen, erasable one in the front. Probably put one in here as well. But there is my reference planner. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've put a reference planner together and what sections that you keep in yours. Please put those in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber of mine, I'd love for you to subscribe for my channel, and you would be notified of future content and all the things that I share as I try to plan my life as best as possible. If you are new to Jane's Agenda and you're just finding me here, I do have a referral link down below. Feel free to use that as well, and I appreciate anyone who's also used that link already. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.